Today we're going to look at the Vevor 16-piece Forstner bit set. This set runs about $40. Let's see what we get for $40. I've already opened this up, but for dramatics I decided I would open it up in front of you guys, but it's not taped up. So there you have it. That's some of the YouTube creator tricks. So let's see. You get a nice case. There's Vevor on it. And there's a website that you can reach for your support. Look at that. I like that. It's good size. It's got these orange clasps on here to hold everything in there. See, that's got a good snap. See that? And a handle, so you can carry this easily if you're going from site to site. On the back side or underside, you have a chart here. It says, same thing, Vevor Tough Tools half price. And then it has a list of the tools that you get and their sizes. Let's look at the sizes first. Oh, this is a very nice case again. You have your shadow box set up. Nice hard foam protector for the tools. And then you have your various sizes in their places. And starting down here, looks like you have the smallest size, which would be your 1/4 inch. Here's a look at the 1/4 inch. There's some tool marks I noticed there on the outer diameter. The grind on that is pretty good on the shank of it. Let's see, the little bit of a flat spot there. And the marking looks good. 1/4 inch or 6 millimeter it says. But back to the cutting edge. That cutting edge looks pretty decent. But right here, this doesn't look right to me. This edge here, cutting edge, is missing. You can see that there's a black spot right there. That's metal missing. That means that the cut was not completed because there wasn't enough material there. And that could be a problem. Whether or not that would cut properly. You've got the completed cutting face on this side, but because there wasn't enough material on this side, it's missing. You can see I can get my fingernail in there, and so that's a fail on the quality control as far as I'm concerned for this 1/4 inch bit. We'll have to see how that cuts a little bit later on. So this is a 3/8 or 9 millimeter. And like the other one, the grind surfaces look pretty nice. It means we got full cleanup on those. And the outer diameter of the cutting head looks pretty good. There's full cleanup on those. But when you get to the actual cutting surface, once again, you have a area that's not completely ground because there wasn't enough material in there. And talking about right here, this area right here, and I can feel there's a little bit of a step there. It's better on this side. You have more surface ground area, a little bit of void here, missing material, but that's not so much important as this area right here. And let's see, the point looks okay. Now I have the 1932, which is 15 millimeter, which might be a common size. Let's see, the surface ground areas look good. The chucking area, the shank is a bit smaller than the actual shank. It looks a little bit more robust right here, and little smaller here. That's kind of concerning, but we do have a clean cutting area, nice and clean area there. You can see it finished up nicely there. The cutting head's ground nice. Same there. Now this is the 1/2 inch, which is a common size, 12 millimeter. The chucking end of the shank, it is a bit more robust than the rest of the shank. Now this is kind of totally opposite of the last one. If we pull the last one back out, you'll see that the robust area of this tool was here, and the shank is smaller. Not sure, and the chucking shank part doesn't look as is definitely larger on this 1/2 inch than this 1932. Why that is, I'm not sure. It seems like they should be all consistent to maybe a 1/2 inch shank. They don't advertise them as 1/2 inch shanks, though, so it's almost you get what you get. But okay, let's take a look at the 1/2 inch cutting head. Let's see. They all seem to have that real nice ground finish. And let's see. Now the cutting head, that side looks good. Do have some voids there, but nothing serious. And this edge looks good. There's quite a few voids there. The edge looks to be good. It's not real sharp on the point of that, but it should work out. We'll have to see how it cuts. The point has all 4 sides ground. Create a nice pyramid type point on that. And I haven't looked at these prior to making this video, so you're seeing them in real time as I'm seeing them. This is a 5/8. We're ground nicely. Look at the outer shank is ground nice, and these are consistent all the way down. There looks to be the same size. I haven't put a caliper on these or micrometers or anything, but they look to be the same size, which makes me feel a little bit better about this one. The cutting edge looks good. Nice finish on that. The point looks good. Okay, the other side of the cutting edge. So you have your 2 cutting edges here and here. And this is the second one. The first one looked pretty good. Doesn't look real flat though. It's not a real flat. Kind of got a little dip right there, which is concerning. Let's see how it cuts. This one has voids. And I don't know if that was a bird or what, but there was something there. And this one didn't quite clean up. You can see the black area there. This should be all should be shiny. So that one's questionable. That is the 5/8. Cutting head looks good. Ground good. I don't know how flat that is, but... And then the second one, same thing. Looks kind of like there might be some burrs on that. The point looks good. We've got 4 sides going to a point. Zooming in on these really shows exactly what you got as far as how well they're ground. We're on to the next one. This is a 11/14, a 20 millimeter. And once again, we've got the 2 different sizes in the shank. Not sure why they're doing that, but it's more robust down here in this area where it's marked. And then out on the actual chucking end, where you chuck on it, it's smaller. Everything's ground. The OD grinds are good. Face right there, that's just a little debris. But that's clean. It's coming to a corner. Doesn't look real sharp though. It's kind of rough. That one looks better. Nice clean ground surface. Here's the next one. This is a 7/8, 22 millimeter. And here we've got a shank. It looks to be the same size all the way down from end to end. The grinds look good. Now this is the best, one of the better looking face grinds on this tool edge right here. I like that a lot. This is the 7/8. Okay, so got a nice finish on that face actually, and that corner looks really good there. We've got the 1-inch, 25 millimeter, and once again we've got the differences in the shank size here from the main part of the shank all the way to the end of the clamping part of the shank. We've got a different size, but the grind looks good. That face grind looks good. Looks to have some burrs on the diameter, the outer diameter. Yep, I can catch that right there. I can feel that. And this looks square across there, but it's not real sharp. The other side looks good too. Here we have the 1 1/8, 28 millimeter for those guys over in Canada using the metric system, UK. Here we have the 2 different diameters for the shank. The clamping diameter is smaller than the main shank of the tool. Of course, it's going to be more robust here. Less robust here. Could actually be more flimsy. There's a nice big burr right there. Something dinged it and gouged it there. The markings are real good. They marked them real nice. Let's see here. Look at this cutting face. Kind of hard getting that angle there. There we go. That looks pretty decent. Nice finish on that face. I don't see many burrs. Looks like we got a square edge. OD looks good. Nice ground. Nice angle there, and nice finish on that face as well. That feels nice and smooth. This is the largest Forstner bit in this set, 41 millimeter. It's an 1.5 inches, and that's a good size. It's a nice big one, but you've got the two different sizes in the shank here. Clamping area is smaller, again, like some of the others we pointed out, and we've got, looks to be a nice finish on the face of the cutting edge. The actual cutting edges feel pretty decent. They're nice and flat. There's a little bit of burr on there. Actually feels like it came off when I rubbed my finger across it. The back of the edge looks good. As you can see there, they've got some clearance. This is a larger one, so they probably felt a need to put a little bit of clearance in there, somewhere for the chips to go. And the other side of the cutting edge looks good too. You can see there's a little bit of burrs in there, a little not quite flat, clean. Next we got the 1 inch 3/5, 40 millimeter. The staggered shank. You can see that one looks pretty good too, like the last one. We've got the 1.5 inches. I would hope that this one would be in really good shape. Common size. We've got the different sizes in the shank. Grinds look good. There's a little bit of non-cleanup area right there. Feels rough. You can feel the non-cleanup area. Don't know what happened there. Some stuff there. But the face looks good. As you can see, that looks pretty good. The back edge looks good. Point looks good. 1 3/8, 35 millimeter. Grinds look good. So this is just to show you exactly what you're going to get, or what you could get if you order this Vevor 16-piece Forstner bits set online. The price is definitely reasonable, and for the home do-it-yourself guy, or the small woodworking shops, or if you just like working with wood and you need something and you need, you know, a variety of different sizes, this is probably the nice bang for the buck, I would say. They're not perfect, but I'm seeing a lot of especially the larger bits. It's 1.25 inches here. The larger bits seem to be better grinds, better material cleanup. Edges are better. Edges are more squared. The points are finished off a lot better, and should probably work out pretty good. Here's the last one that we have. This is 1 inch 2/11, a 30 millimeter, and as you can see, grinds are good. This seems like a really small clamping or chucking shank, and but I've noticed that they have different sizes. There's a burr right there. Let's take these over to the drill press and put them to the test. I'm going to start out with some soft pine here. I think this is pine, might be cedar. Can't really tell. But I've got the 1/4 inch Forstner bit in right now, and I've got these set to go probably a 1/2 inch deep just to kind of get an idea of what the bottom surface is going to look like once you make your cut. And I've checked this one out already. This one, I wanted to see how true it was or concentric it was, the tool head to the shank, just to make sure that it's running true. This one seems to be running pretty good. So we'll go ahead and make a cut here just to see what we get. I'm going to take it to depth. That seemed to cut fairly decent. Yeah, like I said, that seemed to cut fairly decent. I don't know if you can see that, but you can kind of get an idea what that hole looks like. Now let's check it to see what the size is. I got a 1/4 inch drill bit here, and I'm going to use the shank of that to see if this is actually going to cut a 1/4 inch. Now that's pretty good. I mean, that's good for woodworking, and I've got plenty of movement in that, and you can hear it hit the bottom, so it's cutting to size all the way to depth. And so I think that one will work out. How long it will last, I'm not sure. We could probably do some hardwood to see what the difference would be. Let's see. This is a piece of oak. Let's try that. Seem to cut that with no problem, and the finish looks pretty good. It's not marring it. Let's check that size again with the 1/4 inch bit. Let's see. See, now there you see it's a little bit snugger. I'm not sure why. The harder wood probably makes it cut a little truer. The bit does go, but it's going to be a tight fit, as you can see. But it does cut to size. It cut right to the 1/4 inch, I believe. So doesn't look like it loaded up hardly at all. So that's a good sign. So let's see. We're going to try another one. Let's see what the 1/2 inch does. Now it's got a little bit of wobble to it. Not too shabby, I'd say. Running pretty true, looks good. Sorry about the noise, there's a plane going by. We live next to an airport, so. But that looks like pretty decent hole for the 1 inch. Wanted to check this one that didn't have real good cleanup on the cutting edge, so we'll try this one now. This is the 3/8. This one didn't have the good cleanup. Running nice and true. Kind of bunched up a little bit coming out of there, not too bad. You can see it's a decent hole. 3/8. Let's see how the size is on that 3/8. That fits pretty good. A little sloppy, but that a little loose. It fits. I would kind of expecting it to be undersized a bit, but that turned out pretty decent. Even though it wasn't a real good cleanup on the cutting edge for the grind, it still did okay. That was the 3/8. Okay, I got that out of the way. I wanted to check that. Let's check a couple of the larger ones. This is 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches. We're going to try that one now. I'm liking the fact that I got some larger bits now. Let's see. That one looks a little bit wobbly. It's probably not going as true as the last ones. Let's see if we can rectify that. Give it a turn. See if that straightens it out more. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Much better. Okay, we're gonna see how that this 1.5 inches does. 1.5 inches. We'll turn the speed down just a bit. Not too shabby for a shallow cut. I don't like the idea of having those burrs on the outer edge of that diameter. I'm gonna go a little bit deeper with it. Deep. Yeah, that'll be good. We'll go back in the same hole. Made pretty nice chips. That's cutting fairly decent. I don't see any burning or anything. So that was the 1.5 inches. You can see hit a nice hole. Nice flush bottom. That'd be good for woodworking. Try the largest one that they sent us. This is 1.5 inches. Now it's got some nicks on the cutting edge. See how that goes. That one's running pretty true. Looks good. That cut pretty nice. And there you have it. That was the 1.5 inches, I believe. 1.5 inches, yep. Chips are looking pretty decent. That will conclude this video of the purchase and review of the Vevor 16-piece Forstner bit set for $40. I think it's a pretty good value, and if you're a woodworker like me that don't like to spend a lot of money for my tools, but I still want them to perform, you might want to check out the Vevor 16-piece bit Forstner bit set. Thanks for watching the video. If you like this kind of content, please subscribe to the channel. If you're not a subscriber yet, but you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe to the channel and share the video as well. Hit the bell notification if you want to be notified the next time I upload videos to this channel. Thanks for stopping in to the woodshop stop.